for someone who doesn't know what to say, where to begin, do you give tips? I mean, they might be thinking, I don't know what to say to Jesus. Where could they begin?
The first thing is, Jesus is a friend. When we are with a friend, well, we don't, it's easy. I mean, just the words come up. It's, okay, of course, you have to know the person. You have to have common things, right? In any conversation. That is why it's very important to get to know the life of Christ through the Bible, through the Gospels especially, and to put yourself in that scene. I have so many things to say, but then
Yes, there is.
I want to bring up the key things.
Yes, please.
In the back cover of the book, and it's like a summary of the book, the first thing I say is, our problem is simple. We're lost. We don't know. The thing of what you're saying, we don't know. In fact, I've discovered in the Catechism of the Catholic Church this phrase, which is also outstanding. And outstanding as and astounding, because it says the explanation of all moral deviations. You think of any moral deviation that you can think of, right? I mean, that's out there. And this is the explanation. It says it's ignorance of God. Okay, ignorance of God. We can't talk to him. We can't live life correctly because we just don't know. The basis of the will is what the mind knows. That's a very important principle. You cannot love what you do not know. That is why the book also explains Catholic doctrine and talks about the life of Christ. So in fact, the other feature of the book is it has all the pictures of all the relics. There's quite a lot of work to find all of them. I mean, you have there the robe of Jesus Christ, not the seamless robe, the sandals of Jesus Christ, the lance, the crown of thorns. Yeah. And then, of course, again, the fantastic phrase from Saint John Paul II, he said, the most stupendous relic of the Passion and Resurrection. You know, what is that? The most stupendous relic. That means it's what touched Jesus Christ himself. It's the shroud. You have several pictures of the shroud there, the back, the front, the actual color, and the negative. And because, well, if this is the love of our lives, this is the center of our life, then we have to love his portrait. The Saint Therese said, he has left us his portrait. Wow. So if you love someone, how come you don't look at his portrait?
Yes, yes.
And this is a means given by God, the shroud, the face, that we have to love. Because, okay, this is the other point that I love to make in my book. It's called the scandal of particularity. You know, there have been billions of people now, human beings, and then there will be more billions of people all throughout the world, and billions of shapes throughout time, and then zillions of possibilities. But Jesus Christ is called the chosen. I mean, the Father calls him the chosen. It means he chose all of the smallest detail of his life. Every movement discussed there in the Bible, to show us what God is, what God's love is. That's why the church just reads the gospel and again looks at the same thing. So, and then this face of the shroud is one of those particulars. There's only one face. Jesus Christ only has one face. He's one man, one body. And that's why we have to love that face.
I just want to jump in just to let you know, this is for people who may not understand the significance of this, but for me personally, that's affected me personally. When I drifted from the church, I came back, and I remember it was through my Islamic friends who influenced me. And I remember asking a direct question to Christ. This is me doubting at the tabernacle. If you're really there, show me. And I remember the miracle of kneeling there for 30 minutes of dead silence. I've never done that in my life. And in that silence, two things happened after about 30 minutes. And a shadow appeared on the tabernacle, and an image, this idea of the shroud of Turin, which I've never seen before. And then an inner voice, Charbel, are you going to give up all that I've done for you? and it was transforming for me. And that shroud has really become a centerpiece of my life, that we have a face. Jesus is real. He existed. There's a face we can refer to. And wow, I actually made sure, a little shameless plug, but I put it on the front cover of my book, How Islam Led Me Back to Christ. It's the center image. So I just wanted to let you know that that's the importance of that image. We have evidence of Christ who really existed. And wow, the Shroud of Turin, we can't replicate it anymore. It's a miracle in itself. What a relic.